The weak nuclear force, also known as the weak interaction, is one of the four fundamental forces of nature, alongside gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong nuclear force. It plays a crucial role in particle physics, governing processes such as beta decay and the fusion reactions that power stars. The history of the weak force is a fascinating journey through the development of theoretical physics and experimental discoveries that have shaped our understanding of the universe. Early discoveries in radioactivity. The story of the weak nuclear force begins with the discovery of radioactivity in the late 19th century. In 1896, Henri Becquerel discovered that uranium salts emitted mysterious rays that could penetrate through solid matter. This was the first hint of radioactive decay, a process that would later be understood to involve the weak interaction. Following Becquerel's discovery, Marie and Pierre Curie isolated radium and polonium, both of which exhibited similar radioactive properties. These early discoveries led to the identification of three types of radiation: alpha, beta, and gamma rays. In 1900, Ernest Rutherford and Frederick Soddy showed that radioactive decay could transform one element into another, a process that involved the emission of particles and energy. The discovery of the neutrino, beta decay, a type of radioactive decay in which a beta particle, electron or positron, is emitted, puzzled physicists for many years. The continuous energy spectrum of the emitted electrons contradicted the laws of energy conservation if only the electron and the nucleus were involved. In 1930, Wolfgang Pauli proposed the existence of an unseen particle, later named the neutrino by Enrico Fermi, to account for the missing energy and momentum. Pauli's neutrino hypothesis was revolutionary, suggesting that beta decay involved a weak force that could produce new, undetectable particles. Fermi's theory of beta decay. In 1934, Enrico Fermi formulated a comprehensive theory of beta decay, integrating Pauli's neutrino. Fermi's theory proposed that beta decay occurred via a weak interaction involving four fermions: a neutron decaying into a proton, electron, and neutrino. This theory was groundbreaking, introducing the concept of weak interactions mediated by particle exchange, although the mediating particle itself was not yet identified. Fermi's theory successfully explained many aspects of beta decay, but had its limitations. It could not account for certain observed properties of weak interactions, such as parity violation, which would later become a significant focus of research. Parity violation and the VA theory. Parity is a fundamental symmetry that implies the laws of physics should be the same in a mirror-reversed world. For many years, it was assumed that all physical processes conserved parity. However, in the mid-20th century, experiments began to suggest otherwise. In 1956, theoretical physicists Tsung-Dao Lee and Chen-Ning Yang proposed that the weak interaction might violate parity conservation. This hypothesis was confirmed in 1957 by an experiment conducted by Qian-Sheng Wu and her colleagues, which demonstrated that beta decay of cobalt-60 nuclei did not conserve parity. This discovery was groundbreaking, showing that the weak interaction could distinguish between left-handed and right-handed coordinate systems. Following the discovery of parity violation, theoretical physicists revised their understanding of the weak force. In 1958, Robert Marshak and George Sudarshan, and independently Richard Feynman and Murray Gell-Mann, proposed the VA, vector-minus-axial vector theory. This theory described the weak interaction as involving both vector and axial vector components, successfully explaining the observed properties of weak decays. The electroweak theory. The next major advancement in understanding the weak force came with the unification of the weak interaction with electromagnetism. In the 1960s, Sheldon Glashow, Abdus Salam, and Steven Weinberg independently developed a theory that combined the weak and electromagnetic forces into a single framework called the electroweak theory. The electroweak theory postulated the existence of heavy-gauge bosons, W and Z bosons, that mediated the weak interaction, alongside the photon, which mediated the electromagnetic force. This unification required the introduction of the Higgs mechanism to explain the masses of the W and Z bosons. The Higgs mechanism involved a scalar field, known as the Higgs field, which pervades space and interacts with particles to give them mass. Experimental verification and the Standard Model. The electroweak theory made several predictions that could be tested experimentally. In the 1970s and 1980s, particle accelerators such as the Stanford Linear Accelerator Center, SLAC, and the CERN Large Electron Positron Collider, LEP, conducted experiments to detect the W and Z bosons. In 1983, the discovery of the W and Z bosons at CERN confirmed the electroweak theory, providing crucial support for the Standard Model of particle physics. The Standard Model, developed through the 1970s and 1980s, incorporated the electroweak theory and the strong nuclear force, forming a comprehensive framework for understanding fundamental particles and their interactions. The weak interaction, now described by the exchange of W and Z bosons, was firmly established as a key component of the Standard Model. The Higgs boson discovery, one of the most significant predictions of the electroweak theory, was the existence of the Higgs boson, a particle associated with the Higgs field. The search for the Higgs boson became a major focus of particle physics experiments in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. In 2012, the ATLAS and CMS experiments at the Large Hadron Collider, LHC, at CERN announced the discovery of a new particle consistent with the Higgs boson. This discovery provided the final missing piece of the Standard Model, confirming the mechanism by which particles acquire mass through the weak interaction. Beyond the Standard Model, while the Standard Model has been extraordinarily successful in explaining a wide range of phenomena, it is known to be incomplete. Several issues remain unresolved, such as the nature of dark matter, the matter-antimatter asymmetry in the universe, and the integration of gravity with the other fundamental forces. The weak interaction continues to be a rich field of study, particularly in the context of neutrino physics. Neutrinos, originally thought to be massless, have been found to oscillate between different flavors, implying they have a small but non-zero mass. This discovery has opened new avenues of research in understanding the properties and behavior of neutrinos, as well as their role in the cosmos. Conclusion: the history of the weak nuclear force is a testament to the power of theoretical and experimental physics. From the early discoveries of radioactivity to the development of the Standard Model and beyond, the study of the weak interaction has profoundly deepened our understanding of the fundamental forces that govern the universe. As research continues, the weak force remains a key area of exploration, promising further insights into the mysteries of the cosmos. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.